How we doing? My name is Ryan B. Hebert, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm providing you with a meta forecast for Memphis Regionals 2018 for the 2019 season. So let's get started. First of all, I just want to say this isn't a team. There are currently 4 restricted Pokemon in our team builder right now, and you're only allowed 2 on a team. So, this isn't a team. Simple as that. What I wanted to go through here is go through some of the most popular Pokemon that we're going to see at this regional. And I just want to state that these Pokemon are in no particular order, and that I'm not going by the order that VGCstats.com, TrainerTower.com, Pikalytics.com, these Pokemon resources that are providing us with so much content. It's great. I'm not going off of what's ranked number 1. I'm going off of what are you going to see and what should you prepare for. So, Groudon, first of all, is a ground type, so it's going to have ground type moves. First of all, we're going to be starting with Precipice Blades. Let's look at Precipice Blades for a moment. 120 base power. It is a physical hitting move, and it has 85% accuracy and a max of 16 PP. Now, it does hit both Pokemon on the opponent's side of the field, so be aware that if you don't have White Guard on your team, both Pokemon may be getting hit with this Precipice Blades, but also keep in mind it has 85% accuracy. So, that means that there is a chance for this move to miss. What is that chance? Well, 85% of the time the move will hit, so 15% of the time you won't get hit, so if you do get lucky, you may not be hit. But watch out for a Bronzong on a team with a Groudon, or I believe Tapu Fini also gets Gravity as well. So look out for any Pokemon trying to use the move Gravity, as Sableye can also use Gravity. Gravity will allow the opponent and yourself to have a higher accuracy on moves, so that Precipice Blades will not miss. Simple as that. For other moves on a physical Groudon, because we're not really seeing a special Groudon right now, even though I've been testing with one, it's so cool. 50 to 75% damage onto an opposing Groudon in the sun. Oh, beautiful. But besides that, Fire Punch is also going to be a pretty nice move to have. That way you can hit your grass types, your Ferrothorns, Kartanas, Amoonguss, and any other Pokemon that may be supporting other opposing Groudons or checks to Groudon, because grass types are fairly common. So Tesserina is very popular right now for its ability Queen's Majesty to block priority attacks such as Fake Out. And then as for what else to run on Groudon, Stone Edge, Rock Slide are always great rock type moves because Ho-Oh is a thing that we're seeing right now in increased popularity. And then Protect is a great last move. And then going back here to popular items, if you're running Protect, you can't run Assault Vest. So honestly, you know, if I'm running this Groudon, I'm going to look at what do I want to do with this Groudon. Do I want to get the most amount of damage off of Groudon, or do I want to, you know, try to live stuff, basically, is my question. So, you know, I may put a Pinch Berry on this Pokemon. Pinch Berries are Figget Berries, Ayapapa Berries, you know, that sort of thing. Those will pop at 25%, so you could stick one on Groudon, which would be nice. Or you could even do Paso Berry Groudon. Paso Berry makes it so that it's, if it is hit by a super effective water type attack, it takes, it halves the damage. There we go. Yeah, I should know that. Ugh. And then Groudon's ability is Drought, which brings sunlight, weather onto the field. So Groudon is a Weather War Pokemon, so just be aware of that. And then as for stats, I'm not going to go into stats today because that's not really what I'm worried about. I just want you to know what to expect. But in general, for all of these Pokemon, just be aware that things are specially defensive for the most part. Things have been bulked up in special defense for this next Pokemon, Kyogre. Beautiful Pokemon, Water-type Pokemon. It will be getting its stab move like Groudon with Precipice Blades, except Kyogre evolves into Primal Kyogre, and, you know, when it does that, it's still a Water type. So, you know, Groudon loses its Fire typing. Kyogre isn't losing or gaining anything, except that it's just a Water type. Let's remember its ability on Switch, and this Pokemon summons Rain Dance, so Kyogre is a Weather War Pokemon. And, oh, something I do want to point out, though, is look at the speed stat. If we're at 31 IVs, we're at 110 on Kyogre, and if we look at Groudon, we're also at 110. So these Pokemon are to speed tying with each other if you do not touch the speed whatsoever and do not invest any EVs. Usually people invest a little bit of speed, and with Kyogre, sometimes people are going max speed Choice Scarf Kyogre. Choice Scarf is an item that is, if held by the attacker, the holder's speed is 1.5, but it can only select the first move that it uses. What moves is our Kyogre using? Well, Water Spout is a very popular move. Water Spout, 150 base power, 100% accuracy, 8 PP max, less power as the user's health points decrease. So here's the thing. If Kyogre gets outsped somehow, if it has a Choice Scarf, so let's say a Choice Scarf Mewtwo, Choice Scarf Kartana, and Choice Scarf Lele decide to outspeed a Kyogre. If it hits it for a lot of damage and the user uses Water Spout, it's not going to be doing as much damage as it would if it had full health. That is kind of how Water Spout works. The equivalent to that move is Eruption. The only reason why Groudon's not running that is because Groudon isn't a Fire type right now, because it's not a Primal. Simple. So, you know, if I'm not running Water Spout on my Kyogre, I might be running Origin Pulse, very similar to Precipice Blades, 85% accuracy, so watch out for Bronzong, Pokemon like that are running that Gravity to try to hit those attacks again and again and again. Now, there also is a bulkier version of Kyogre going around with Scald, Thunder, Calm Mind, and Protect. This is one I'm personally running right now. You invest a lot of bulk, and for your item, you're going to be going with a Pinchberry like Figgy. Just make sure that, you know, your nature isn't messed up. And you're definitely not giving a Kyogre a Figgy Berry, because most of the time you are minusing attack. Just things to keep in mind. So Kyogre and Groudon, I would say, are two really big threats for Weather Wars. Your next Pokemon to be focused on is, it's got to be Incineroar, or otherwise known as Intimiroar. Last March, we were introduced to the hidden ability starters for the Alola region. Alola! But basically, this Pokemon is broken. And, you know, people don't like it when people say that, but I mean, it just has great move pool coverage, and it also has fantastic stats. 95 base HP, 115 attack, 90 defense, 90 special defense. The speed is pitiful, but we don't care. We don't care. We can get a Tailwind up from Yveltal, from a Crobat, that sort of thing. Speed control can help you out there. But what am I really doing with my Incineroar? Well, I'm obviously using Fake Out. I'm obviously getting that Third Blitz. And if you're not using Knockoff on an Incineroar in this meta, I don't know who you are and I don't know what you're doing. But use it, okay? It's important. Every Pokemon is carrying a unique item, and unless it's a Psychic Seed, getting used up turn 1, even then, it's a great move to have, not to mention that Knockoff and Flare Blitz are stat moves for this Incineroar because it is a Fire and Dark type. Simple as that. And then for our last move on Incineroar, it really determines what you are running. If I'm running an Assault Vest Incineroar, so it would up my special defense, I would probably run U-Turn. I also might run Low Kick to cover coverage for Ferrothorn. But the U-Turn is really great, so that way you can swap in and out and keep getting Intimidate drops onto your opponent's Pokemon if you still have enough Pokemon to do that. It's a really great strategy. If I don't have the Assault Vest, I'm probably carrying a Pinchberry, like Figgy Berry, Ipapa Berry. I'm blanking on the last berry right now. I'm not sure why. But, you know, you can't go wrong with a Protect. You really can't go wrong in this meta with a Protect. Because Protect, it's one of the best moves in this game. You don't take any damage for an entire turn? Sign me up. Okay, that is our Incineroar, and, you know, if you're going to make it shiny, don't. Okay, moving on. This is probably the most talked about Pokemon right now. It has to be Xerneas. And there's no other thing being run on Xerneas except for Power Herb. Holders 2-turn moves complete in 1 turn, except Skydrop, single use. So, for instance, the most well-known move on Xerneas, Geomancy. What does Geomancy do? Charges. Then raises special attack, special defense, and speed by 2 in turn 2. Or if you have Power Herb, turn 1. really great move to get off, and then with Power Herb, really great combination. Problem is that you need to actually get it off. People can prevent you from getting this off with Fake Out, Knock Off, Magic Room, for instance, from Tapu Lele. There are many ways for Geomancy to not go off, or for you to get Geomancy off but then be killed turn 2. So you really need to be careful how you're using your Xerneas. You have to use it wisely, because Incineroar is also usually running Roar in order to just sit there on the field and be the last thing that goes, and then just roar out the boosted Xerneas, and then there goes your turn. There goes your Power Herb, because Power Herb is only used once. So if you Geomancy again, it's going to take 2 turns. So you got to be really careful with Xerneas. But here's the question, what else am I running on Xerneas? You got to think about this. You want the Moon Blast. It's a single target move, 95%, 95 power, sorry about that, 100% accuracy, 30% chance to lower the target's special attack by 1. Really great. You might want to be seeing Dazzling Gleam. It's going to hit both Pokemon on your opponent's side of the field. So watch out for that. If your Pokemon are kind of low, the Xerneas may be carrying Dazzling Gleam for that exact situation. But Xerneas also has a multitude of other moves. Grass Knot is also a move, not as common, but you might also see Focus Blast to try to cover Incineroars and cover Ferrothorns. The problem is, though, Focus Blast has an accuracy of 70%, so you are leaving quite a bit of risk up to Focus Blast here. So it's more common to go with the Moon Blast, Dazzling Gleam, and then Protect is really great. Protect is such a great move. But as we go through here, we can kind of see like the different moves that are going on. I've also seen Ingrain. Where is it? Ingrain Xerneas. It's a strategy that's kind of gone around. Traps and grounds the user, heals 1/16 max HP per turn. Pretty good, means that you cannot be roared out. So you can Ingrain turn 1, Geomancy turn 2, and then get off attacks. By that point, I just switch out into something that can hit Ferrothorn. I'm sorry, hit Xerneas hard like a Ferrothorn, and then I take it out. You know, so that's the problem with the Ingrain. I really don't like it. So that's sort of like our little thing with Xerneas here. Here is the equivalent to Xerneas, Yveltal. Bacon Bird! What does this bird do? Well, this bird is a Dark Flying type with Sucker Punch, Knock Off. You know, what else does it use? Foul Play. Protect. Oblivion Wing is also really good, recovering 75% of the damage dealt. It's a special attack move, so as you'll notice here, if we look at the attack and special attack, they're actually the same, but most people are going with that special attack, but every now and then you see a physical Yveltal. The problem with the Sucker Punch is that Tapu Lele is very common right now, so Psychic Terrain is going to be up until you can't use it. Knockoff is just a great move just in general. It's like having it on Incineroar, it should be on Yveltal. Foul Play is sort of circumstantial, but let's say your opponent has a Kartana or a Groudon on the opponent on the other side of the field. Foul Play into that Groudon or even that Kartana. It's going to do a lot of damage. And then Oblivion Wing is a nice flying type check to grass types such as Moongus, even to Ferrothorn a little bit, but the special defensive bulk that people are running right now makes it really tough to use moves like this. Protect is also another great move. And right now, sometimes you can see Psychic Seeds, that sort of thing on Yveltal. You may also see Life Orb or even Choice Specs, upping that special attack by 1.5 to do a ton of damage. Other than that, though, you know, if we're looking for something more supportive, we could also have a Tailwind Yveltal as well to try to get some speed control. It's really great, works pretty well, I enjoy it. And last but not least here, we have our one and only Smeargle Boy, the painter himself. Let's make him shiny. There we go. What is being run on Smeargle right now? Well, as we know, Dark Void is no longer a thing on Smeargles anymore because it was basically taken out of the game once we get to the Alola region. So, when we're looking at abilities for Smeargle, we're always looking at Moody. While Technician and Own Temple have merits, Nobody's really confusing Pokemon right now, so you don't need own tempo. And Technician, I'm not really using my Smeargle to attack with things, so the random stat changes by 2 are really great because your accuracy or your evasiveness or anything really could get off, and it could be really, really nice for you. So what are we using on Smeargle? We could be looking at Fake Out Spiky Shield, where it's right here. Spiky Shield. You could also see King Shield. It's Aegislash's signature move. If the Pokemon gets hit by a physical attack while protecting, it lowers the opponent's attack by 2. Really great move. Spiky Shield just does 1/8 max health damage, which is pretty nice. And then it really depends what else you're trying to support your team with. Wide Guard is a great move. You're going to protect against Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Precipice Blades, Dazzling Gleam, that sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. And then for your last move on Smeargle, it's kind of up to you. Smeargle can learn any move in the game. Spore's a great move, but we are seeing Lovely Kiss, 75% chance to cause the target to fall asleep. Why Lovely Kiss over Spore? Spore cannot affect grass types. Lovely Kiss can. So we are seeing a rise in Lovely Kiss being used on Smeargle in order to put grass types to sleep, which I think is pretty cool. And when we talk about items on Smeargle, there's nothing else you could possibly run on this thing than Focus Sash. I mean, if we take a look at Smeargle's stats, 55 HP, 20 attack, 35 defense, 45 special defense, and 75 speed. So we get to, a 95 speed here at 31 IVs, 75 base, and, we can max that out at, I believe it's 130... What is it? 139 is what we'll be maxing Smeargle speed out to, which is pretty great. It makes it a really fast Fake Out user. But that's pretty much it. So you need a Focus Sash to ensure that Smeargle can live what you want it to live. And the thing is that Smeargle is so open to different strategies that, I've seen Scarfed soak Smeargles, for instance, in order to get a Pokemon to turn into a water type, and then for someone may be having a Kartana or a Tapu Koko on their team to try to hit things that have been turned into a water type. So many different possibilities with Smeargle. Anyways, guys, this is part 1 of my Memphis forecast for what you could be seeing in your battles. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and your patience with this video. If you like the video, give me a like. If you want to subscribe, give me a subscribe. And be sure to know that recently I joined Team Drizzle right over there. Super excited about that. And then also, I have also joined the one, the only, boom, right over there, Dead Draw Gaming. So I am a part of Dead Draw Gaming, more specifically LGN, Legendary Gaming Network. I will be casting this weekend in Memphis. I hope y'all are watching. Please tune into that. It's really going to be amazing, guys. I've seen so much work being done, and I'm really excited. Anyways, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. See you later, and how we doing? Thank you very much.